Welcome to the LAX Flight Path Museum. Located on the south side of Los Angeles Airport, this museum boasts wonderful views of runways 25 left and right. Just like other aviation museums, this museum goes into the history of flight, from its birth all the way up to our current space program. However, this museum is different in that it has a greater emphasis on commercial aviation. The museum boasts an impressive collection of travel posters from yesteryear, back when the world was a much bigger place and we could only dream of going to such exotic locations, or some not so exotic locations. The main attraction of this museum, I think, is this great hall. Here you'll have a variety of flight attendant uniforms and airline memorabilia from yesteryear. I think the museum and the donors did a really good job here trying to capture the essence of each airline. From toiletries packs to ticket jackets, things that you wouldn't think were important back in those days. I'm very glad that we got to see some of this, especially for airlines that haven't existed in well over 20 years. It's probably the closest we'll ever come to actual time travel. And down the hall, just around the corner, we have another great room filled with memorabilia from Pan Am, TWA, PSA, and a few airlines that are still in service. This is probably their most exotic room, filled with flight attendant and pilot uniforms from airlines all over the world. Back in the main room, we can see the advent of commercial aviation. And there's also a room dedicated to our space program, from its development with the Gemini and Apollo missions to our current missions. The Flight Path Museum is a wonderful place to visit. Ironically, this exact building actually used to be a terminal once upon a time, and now it houses probably some of the exact same uniforms that used to walk through its halls. As of this recording, the museum is open Saturdays from noon to 4.